Let's start our webinar. My name is Alexey Pikulev. Sorry for some things. Today I'm going to talk to you about Management 3.0 model, a very useful model, very useful approach for manager, for leaders. And before we start, let me tell you about questions. Any questions? If you have any questions during our webinar, please feel free, text your questions in the questions window, and later we will consider all your questions. Thank you. Okay. Again, Management 3.0 model. This model was developed by Jürgen Appello and aims to inspire team leaders, technical and non-technical managers, project managers, actually agile coaches and HR managers who face the challenges of transforming their organization to an agile mindset. This model provides practical tools and guidance to everybody. And during our webinar, you will learn what is Management 3.0. We will demonstrate how this model can help you in your agile development journey. Okay? Let's go, my friends. But before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Alexey Pikulev. I am an agile coach at Unusual Concepts, and I'm also a Management 3.0 trainer. The main focus of my work is agile leadership practice and its application in the organization and the real culture in the organization environment. You can see my contact. Please feel free and contact with any questions for me. Okay, let me tell you about our agenda today. We'll start from briefly. We will start from management history. Then we will consider different aspects of Management 3.0 model. We will consider different perspectives and etc. And then we will discuss some practical tools, some games, and some examples how to apply this model. Okay. Again, let's start from history of management. I would like to discuss about three eras, three ages of management. The first age, industrial era, the era where the organization focus was on execution of mass production. Actually, the management implemented some managerial solutions such as specialization of labor, or some quality control and workflow planning, etc. And they developed some theories that emphasized efficiency, or maybe lack of variation, consistency of production, etc. But the main goal was to optimize the outputs that could be generated from a specific set of inputs. And let's call this level of management, let's call it Management 1.0. It's simply doing the wrong thing by treating people like cogs in a system. The next major era of management, the era of expertise. The middle 20th century was, was a period of growth on series of management, and there are a lot of management gurus imported different theories from different scientists, science and different fields, and they formed the basis of the field, that would we know as operation management. They developed different theory, for example, theory of constraints, management by objectives, etc. But again, all organizations had a strong hierarchy, strong rules. They had a lot of bureaucracy, etc. And again, the main focus was on efficient organization, but not about people. And let's call this kind of management 2.0. And the last era, the modern era, the era of empathy, the era where we think about people, we prefer to think about people, about team. We are ready to develop new kind of leadership. We brought some words from Agile, etc. And it's a new kind of management where we try to change our focus from command and control approach to people-centered approach. And this kind of management we call management 3.0. And about this kind of management we will talk today. Okay? Okay, what is management 3.0? Firstly, of course, is a series of leadership and team collaboration workshop. Secondly, it's a set of books, practice and exercises, games, very useful games. But I think the most important part, finally, it's a set of knowledge and international movement, I think. And let's consider different part of management 3.0 model. We start from basic parts, from agile management and complexity thinking, and then we will consider 6 common parts which will help us to consider different perspectives of this model. Agile management. Okay, we know a lot about Agile. We know about Agile Manifesto, but Agile is misunderstood and misinterpreted many times, because Agile should provide changes through all organization, not only an IT department, not only one team, and it demands to change everything in an organization. I mean, culture, leadership, and it demands to provide new kind of management. But there are a lot of information available for Agile developers, testers, for some Scrum Masters, for product owner, but very little for corporate executives, non-technical managers, or for team leaders, I don't know, but who play a key role in the successful transformation of organization. And in our model, we provide a new kind of knowledge for management, how to embrace Agile, how to transform organization culture. During our workshop, for example, we will discuss about differences between empirical process control and defined process control. We collaborate around lean principles and how to adapt these lean principles in real environment. We collaborate around pull and push and consider why it's important to engage people, to engage team and help them to be self-organized. And again, we consider differences between incremental and interactive product development and how to build some balance between these things. And again, Agile management, it's not only about IT, it's not only about process, it's all about people and how to help people work and handle this new environment, new culture. The next basic topic is complexity thinking. Our team is a complex adaptive system. Our organization is a very complex adaptive system because it consists of people or teams that form a system and which shows complex behavior while it keeps adapting to a changing environment. And complexity thinking is the cornerstone of an Agile mindset. And during our workshop, you will learn what complexity theory is, how to think in terms of system, for example, about the difference between complex and complicated, how to build our behavior with different systems. And again, we will discuss about different principles. For example, why it's important to address complexity with complexity. Why it's important to use a diversity of perspectives when we try to discuss something, for example, requirements. Why it's important to develop model in collaboration way, and central. Again, the basic topic, the basic area of management 3-point model is Agile management and complexity thinking. The common topics provide some set of knowledge for managers and leaders in order to help people build a new environment. And we will talk now about it. We will start from energize people. We know that people are the most important parts of our organization, and managers must, I think, must do all they can to keep people active, creative, and motivated. And during this topic, we will talk about new kind of motivations, new approaches for motivation. We will focus on intrinsic motivation, and we will discuss about how to engage people, how to understand which things will be important for our teams, for our people, for our employees. We will consider different common techniques for understanding what is important for our people. For example, we will consider why it's important to organize some meeting one by one, or some personal assessment, etc., etc. Empower teams, the next topic, the power teams, the next parts. We know that teams can self-organize. We know it. But this requires empowerment, authorization, and trust from management. And for majority of management, it's very difficult. For managers, it's very difficult to grow trust. And before discussing how to grow trust in our team, you as a manager should decide what kind of trust we are talking about, to understand what's under it. I think it's necessary to clarify which kind of trust you should build before. And our advice for you, firstly, trust in yourself, trust in your own values, and then you can improve trust in your team. Trust your people, from the leaders to the team. Try to earn trust from your people, from the team to the leader. And again, the next, trust helps them to build trust between each other, between team members. And the next very important part of this topic is the delegation. Yes, we are ready to trust our team, but the next step, how to spread a power, how to spread some authority levels through our teams or through our organization. And we will consider different model for delegations. We will consider 7 levels of delegation and how to build some instruments, how to apply some instruments in your real environment. The next topic, the next very important topic, align constraints. Self-organization can sorry for that. Self-organization can lead to anything, you know, and it's therefore necessary to protect people and to give people a clear purpose and define clear goals and visions. It's very necessary to spread some ideas that the whole team is greater than the sum of the parts. But how to make the boat go faster? During our workshop, we will provide some necessary instruments. We will provide some necessary exercise how to align personal goals, team goals, and company goals, and why it's important to do it. Develop competence. The next important topic, develop competence. Teams cannot achieve their goals if the team members and the team as a whole aren't capable enough. And our task as a manager, we must therefore contribute to the development of competence. Develop competence, explain how and when to apply the different approaches of competence development. We will consider, during our workshop, we will consider how to lead by examples, in why it's important, where is the difference between coaching and teaching, why it's important peer learning, and how to get some knowledge from failures, and why it's important. Growth structure. Yeah, the majority of Agile transformation project usually start from 1 or 3 teams. But how to scale it? It's very difficult. How to spread this knowledge? How to build an Agile organization? And we will discuss it during this topic, growth structure. We will consider different principles for Agile organization. Why it's important combine functional and cross-functional teams. How to build value units and value networks. How to build organization using fractal approach, etc. Okay. Change management. Have you ever tried to introduce changes at work? And how did it? How did it go? Was it easy or no? I think we all met difficulties when we try to implement something new. We faced with a lot of resistance from our people. And how to spread new ideas, how to engage people to try something, how to persuade them to try something. It's very difficult, and we will consider these instruments for change management during this topic. We will consider how to collaborate with the system. We will consider how to spread knowledge and increase awareness about necessary about changes through our people. We will consider how to interact through our network. And of course, we will consider how to change our environment, how to build a new environment. But again, Management 3.0, it's not only theoretical knowledge, it's all about practical tools. And our task as a managers to apply this instrument immediately to the next day with our teams. And let me introduce to you some very useful, very practical, but very simple instruments which you can apply the next day. The first instrument, CUDA cards. It's very simple instrument for peer rewarding. Sometimes it's necessary to give thank yous for a job well done, small piece of appreciation, etc. And using these cards, you can build your your peers reward system. Just write your appreciation and put maybe on the wall, put on the box, and then you can apply publicly this and spread your cards through peers to peers. Some companies call them heroes, we call them kudos, and it's really very interesting instrument, and it's very simple to implement this instrument in your real environment. Delegation poker. We talked about different level of delegation, but how to engage people to discuss different level of responsibility, or to discuss which level of responsibility will be necessary for these areas or for these areas of projects. And delegation poker is a very simple game. You need only a set of desks and some clear rules, and it's very similar with a planning poker, and it will help you to build some conversation around delegations and etc. And the last very interesting instrument, moving motivators. Moving motivators, it's all about intrinsic motivation factors. This instrument will help you to understand which factors, which things will be important for your employees, for your teams, or for yourself. Just try to prioritize, just try to build some conversation around different factors, and you can clarify which things will be important for your teams. You can understand which things will be important for your colleague, or etc. And you will understand how, for example, changes will influence on these factors, and you will maybe check and adapt your changes, and you will understand which things will be necessary to change in your environment. How do I learn more about Management 3.0? it's simple questions. You can contact with our partners, Knowledge Hub, and collaborate with them about our next public classes. Or you will connect with me and I will send you some information about it. Thank you for your time. I'm ready to answer your questions. To what extent delegation needs to be considered? Just a moment. You know, we can consider, it depends from context of course, and we can consider different level of delegation, for example, for some projects or for project portfolio level, for some decision area, for some I don't know, management area, if it's necessary. I think it's important to understand where is the problem. Where is the problem between managers, for example, in team? Where is the problem with responsibility? And then you can consider it. Okay. What is scale agile? Can you explain in detail with examples? This example. You know, in Management 3.0, we consider the main principles how to build agile organization. It's not about how to scale agile using, for example, SAFe and another framework. It's all about the main principles. For example, we try to build, we try to scale organization using cross-functional team. We prefer to use a cross-functional team. We prefer to use value network between different units. We consider some protocols, some core protocol between different units, how to build a new level of relationship. Then we assume that it's necessary to understand which values we will get from different level of management and consider how to remove unvaluable levels, for example. And of course, we try to bring some ideas from fractal organization. We try to build a fractal organization where each next level will repeat previous level. For example, on the first level we have several cross-functional teams. The next level will consist from cross-functional team, from leaders from these teams, etc., etc. When you said to protect people, to protect them from what? Can you give a practical example? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's necessary to protect people from, it's necessary to build some maybe virtual boundary between teams to clarify some responsibilities, some areas, some environment for them. For example, we have different teams. It's each team collaborates around own products, and we define some rules around this products, who will be responsible for results, who responsible for something, and we collaborated with a team around it, and we, as a manager, as a as a Scrum Master, we'll try to protect our people from other people, for example, from different users, and try to build some connection only through our product owner, through our new leader as a product owner. And we assume that all our new requirements will provide only through our product owner. Okay. What is Scale Agile? Can you explain in detail with examples? This example. You know, in Management 3.0, we consider the main principles how to build agile organization. It's not about how to scale agile using, for example, SAFe and another framework. It's all about the main principles. For example, we try to build, we try to scale organization using cross-functional team. We prefer to use a cross-functional team. We prefer to use value network between different units. We consider some protocols, some core protocol between different units, how to build a new level of relationship. Then we assume that it's necessary to understand which values we will get from different level of management, and consider how to remove unvaluable levels, for example. And of course, we try to bring some ideas from fractal organization. We try to build a fractal organization where each next level will repeat previous level. For example, on the first level we have several cross-functional teams. The next level will consist from cross-functional team, from leaders from these teams, etc., etc. When you said to protect people, it's to protect them from what? Can you give a practical example? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's necessary to protect people from, it's necessary to build some maybe virtual boundary between teams, to clarify some responsibilities, some areas, some environment for them. For example, we have different teams. It's each team collaborates around own products, and we define some rules around this products, who will be responsible for results, who is responsible for something, and we collaborated with a team around it, and we, as a manager, as a as a Scrum Master, will try to protect our people from other people, for example, from different users, and try to build some connection only through our product owner, through our new leader as a product owner. And we assume that all our new requirements will provide only through our product owner. Yeah, I see. Another question, what about collocation? Yeah, collocation is very important for everything, for example, for trust environment and for transparency. And of course, when we try to build an agile environment, we prefer to work with collocation teams. But the majority, the most of companies have remote teams, and it's another challenge, and it's very difficult to engage people through different parts of organization from different continents, and it's another challenge, but of course we prefer to work with collocation team.